Okay, and we are live. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Hope everyone is having a good Friday. Welcome to the weekend. Welcome back to Premier League season. Let's get into the Manchester United news. Let's get into everything we need to know. So let's get starting on the big one, guys. Manchester United have started talks with Benjamin Pavard and Bayern Munich. This is the big story for today. This was confirmed earlier today from German sources, Politico, and from Christian Falk. So pretty reliable when it comes to the Bayern Munich side of stuff. Maybe not so reliable when it comes to the international transfers. When it comes to Bayern, these guys do know their stuff. I'm trusting them at this, and I do think that Benjamin Pavard is going to be an interesting player. I think he is a really intelligent player, a very good player. Can play right back so well, can play centre back very well, and it isn't just Pavard as well, guys. We do have to keep the eyes out for Jean-Claire Todibo. Just in the last couple of minutes, literally right before I was going live, because I was just reading it as well, Fabrizio Romano has confirmed Manchester United have a scout present at tonight's match for Nice, watching Jean-Claire Todibo in action in person. So Manchester United, we are making the moves on this centre-back front before Harry Maguire has been sold. I'm feeling very positive about that one, guys. Really am. Can see the guys down in the comments. Katie is down there saying, I was sure Ten Hag would go for a younger option given Varane's experience. Pavard and Frimpong's signature required. Hopefully that's going to challenge for Premiership and Champions League, says Phil. Lee says, hello guys, I hope United look at my suggestion. Number 1, sell Delo. Number 2, bring in Pavard. Number 2, replace Maguire with Jean-Claire Todibo. Number 3, sell Anthony Martial and replace with Randall Kolo Muani. Stephanie goes 3-0 to Manchester United. Anthony Mount debut goal and Rashi usual goal against Wolves. 3 points and a clean sheet. Yes, guys, we are asking you guys, of course, with the return of Premier League football tonight. It's Man City versus Burnley, but Manchester United back in action this weekend. Monday night football against Wolves. So let me know your thoughts on that one. Big T says Discord link has expired. I will have to fix that. Apologies, guys. I do usually just carry the links over. Sometimes they do expire. Let me just fix that there as well. I'll get that sorted in a minute. But I'm feeling really good on these deals, guys. I really am. I'm liking the look of Pavard. I think he will be my choice. First and foremost, plays right back so well, plays centre back very well. I think we need that versatility. I think we're quite well stacked in the centre back positions with Martinez, with Evans, with Varane, and of course potentially Benjamin Pavard coming in. We've got Luke Shaw can play there. I think someone to come in at a higher level, to come in and really compete alongside Delo, Wan-Bissaka, can cover centre back. That's what I'm going to go for. Kelly says, do you have an FPL league? Yes, we do have an FPL league. It is the most recent community post. I believe I've got the link on there for anyone interested in it. Robert says, Amrabat deal has been long. It has been long. This deal has really dragged out. Clearly, Manchester United needed to sell. That was the big issue. We had to sell before we could bring in Sofian Amrabat. But now the Fred's going, that opens the door, and it's coming in from Gazzetta in Italy. Manchester United are now set to make the official approach to Fiorentina for Sofian Amrabat, with Fred being sold. Fred will be a Fenerbahçe player tomorrow. So that one's moving, guys. It's moving along quickly. Very happy with that deal. It took a while to get here. Once Fenerbahçe came in, they were very serious. They went for the deal wholeheartedly, and they've got their man. Manchester United have got the seal. It's going to be around about £13.8 million all in. I mean, yeah, it's not the most, I guess. We probably could have got more, but I guess at this stage of the window, knowing we need to bring in Amrabat, knowing we need more reinforcements, I'm going to take it. We're never getting the full 50 million back for Fred, but it is what it is in that front. Let me see. Robert says, when is Sancho and Martial leaving? I don't know about Sancho. I don't know about Martial. Look, there was a story came in from Caught Offside. They did say potentially Manchester United would look to sell Anthony Martial with Inter Milan interested, but I don't know, guys. I just don't see him going, and the reason I don't see him going is he's just too injury prone. I mean, who is really going to pay the money for Anthony Martial? That's my worry. But let's have a look at this Benjamin Pavard, because this seems to be Manchester United's target. That seems to be what United are after in this window. I'm really happy about this deal. He comes in, he really improves that right back position. He really improves the centre back depth. And at the end of the day, I think it might have been Jeremy said it on a previous stream. Harry Maguire played 8 Premier League matches from the start. He started 8 matches last season. It's not a lot. I don't think we need necessarily someone to come in who's going to play every single match in the league, because I think Varane is still going to be first choice. I think we're very smart with looking at Pavard, because that's going to give us a better right back and the centre back cover. And that's something I've been saying for a while, guys. I said it, I think, during the Lawns match. I think maybe we need a right back. Maybe we need a right back as much as we would need a centre back. Pavard's both. I think we're dealing with two questions in the one stone there. We really are. Let me see. Phil is saying Villa want Sancho on loan. I mean, I've seen that story. I don't know if I 100% believe it. I mean, anything's possible. That they might want him alone. I don't think he goes to Aston Villa. I think he's going to stay at United, certainly for this season. Maybe he goes next season if it doesn't go well. Discord link has been updated for anyone interested in that one, of course. Robert would like to see Benjamin at the right back position. I would too. I think when we look at what Benjamin Pavard brings to this team, it's quality and possession, and it's one area of the pitch I do feel like we're a little bit weak in. I like Wan-Bissaka. I think Dalot can be good on his day, but Erik Ten Hag wants his fullbacks to come inside. He wants them to play football in the middle. And that's something I was so aware of, especially when I got to watch United in pre-season. Aaron Wan-Bissaka was basically playing right in the centre of the pitch. We've seen it last season. We're going to see it this season. I don't think either Wan-Bissaka or Dalot have the quality on the ball to play the passes needed. Pavard, he is that guy. He really is. Let me see. Stephanie's done there. Ten Hag likes versatile defenders. Love that there one as well. And Midden is saying as well, Martial must leave the club after Sunday's match. We will see him next summer. Every game he is injured and sleeping for half the season. Yeah, look, Martial, such a talented player. So good. No doubt about it. I'm not going to doubt the guy's talent. It's the injuries, guys. It really is. It's never going to get better at this point. He's never going to suddenly become a guy who can play 50 matches in a season. He won't play 30. That is the truth of the situation. So let me have a quick look here. I want to get these quotes up for you guys coming in on Pavard, because that's what we're leading with. Now, for anyone who has seen the Fabrizio Romano update, he has basically said, yes, we're in for Tobito as well. We have scouts at the match tonight, but I feel like Pavard's going to be the one we go for. I experience. I think the winning mentality. The guy has won everything in football: leagues, Champions Leagues, World Cups. You know, this man has won it all. I don't think that's a bad player to bring into your dressing room. I really don't. Wan-Bissaka is the best option. I think Wan-Bissaka is the best option at the club. Yes, I think he's better than Dalot, absolutely. But I do think that Pavard is an upgrade on both players. I think we get good defensive work. I think we get brilliant work in terms of his passing, in terms of what he's going to do on the ball. So I think he's the natural choice, and it's going to let Luke Shaw get forward more as well. That's going to help. Big T says, make Martial a super sub, bring him on in the last 10 minutes of games. I think that's going to be the plan. I think Rasmus Højlund will be the guy starting once he is fit. Thankfully, for anyone worrying about Rasmus Højlund, the injury, the stuff that did come out, it doesn't look too severe. It does not look like a bad injury for Højlund. Only a few weeks. Ashid is down there. Good to see you. Good evening to you as well, man. Hope all is well. And guys, on the poll at the moment, I'd ask you guys, what's your predictions for the Wolves match on Monday? Are you guys going for a win, a loss, a draw? 92% going for that win. I have to say I favour the win. I think United's going to get the job done against Wolves. I just don't see any other way. Phil says, hope he stays in Dortmund. He gets back to the Dortmund days this season. Pavard World Cup, Varane World Cup, Leeds World Cup. Wan-Bissaka is hopefully a quality player. Yeah, look, he's a good player. He is a good player, and his defensive work is exceptional. You can put Wan-Bissaka against any left winger in football, and he will do a fantastic job. He will probably take them out of the match. So I've every confidence in Aaron Wan-Bissaka's defensive work. It's just the stuff going forward has always been my issue. Ashid's going for a 3-0 win. So, coming in from Christian Falk, we have it in the comments there. Manchester United are now serious about signing Benjamin Pavard. Talks are ongoing. Let me see, we're going for a 3-1 win. Big T says we have to win if we're Manchester United. Absolutely. We will be expected to win, and I think we will. I don't want to go and jinx ourselves, but I think looking at Wolves, they've just lost the manager. They've had a very poor transfer window. They lack goals. I think this is a United. This if United don't win this match, it's a really bad result. We have to go on and beat Wolves. We really, really do. I can see people hopping in to the stream, so welcome to the stream, guys. Get voting on the poll. What is the outcome of Monday's match? Will United win? Will it be a draw? Will it be a loss? Let me know on the poll. So, Phil is saying World Cup winners. Yeah, look, we can never have enough winners in the squad, never have enough guys who can stand up and really make themselves count in the big matches, in the big scenarios, and cup finals, in the crunch matches. That's what we need. Some winning mentality, some strong players in there. Stephanie says, need an early goal on Monday. All matches this season, United score first. They usually win. I agree with that. The longer the match goes on, we do tend to get frustrated. Let's go. Let's go from the get-go. First whistle, intense, get ready, and try our best. Ashid, I had a good day, man. Just sitting and work, unfortunately. But, I mean, Fridays are always going to be good, especially when it comes around 4:30, where you're like, yeah, weekend time, football's back. Nothing to complain about here, man. I hope your day was good. Jake says we should get a backup striker, Amrabat and Tabito. That could be a good transfer window for us. I would agree with that. I think Stefan Amrabat will probably be the next move. I think when we look at where we are with the Maguire sale, things have to be done there. He has to accept his wages. We have to work out the contract differences. Once that's done, I expect that deal to go through. David Moyes himself has said in a press conference, bid accepted. So they're feeling confident that they really, really are. Let me see. Big T says, just for fun, which game will Onana get chipped in first? We will score more than we can say, but Onana's not going full season without being chipped. I don't know, man. I mean, he might. It just depends on who's got a good long shot. I don't know, man. It could have to be a match where we're pushing up the pitch, so I wouldn't expect it to be in a big match. I don't know who's got a long range driving them. It's one of those ones. It's like Ruben Neves would have been a guy who could have done it, but thankfully he's gone to Saudi Arabia. We're not going to see that on Monday, so I don't know. I don't know. Maybe like Luton Town. I don't know. maybe Andreas Pereira for Fulham, just fancy scoring one. That sounds like something he would do. Yes, Stephanie, we're up to 18 likes, guys. Drop a like on the video. Can we get up to 20 likes in the first 10 minutes? That's such good support. Thank you so much for that one, guys. Let me see as well. Lee says Pavard is far better than Dilo and Wan-Bissaka. One of them United should let Dilo go. Yes, I would say let Dilo go. I know he's popular. I know people like him, but I think defensively he's not good enough. And it comes down to, does he give enough going forward to make him worth keeping? I don't think he does. I think Wan-Bissaka is not good going forward, but he offers so much defensively that he's probably worth it. I think Pavard, you get the best of both worlds. I think you got a guy there really good on the ball, really going to help us build out, really going to help play passes, and be a solid defender. So that's why I want him, guys. Let me see who else we got down here. Freddie is saying we have to win the ball in the middle of the pitch, preventing unnecessary pressure for the defense. That's why we need Amrabat immediately. Amrabat is a danger with Casemiro for other teams. Absolutely. I think Sofyan Amrabat's going to be a great signing. I really do. And looking at the value in this, for 25 million, this is a brilliant deal. We're seeing Moses Caicedo in a really strange situation where Liverpool bid 110 million and that's getting turned down because Chelsea have offered like 120. Like 25 million for Amrabat will look a bargain in this window. I would agree with what Big T says. We should maybe go for Lavia as well. That could be an interesting one. I really like the player, but I think Amrabat's our guy. I think that's the way Manchester United's window is going to go down. One off Pavard and Tabito and Sofyan Amrabat. That's my predictions. I would like to see a striker. I really would, because that's going to give us the gold. David says we can't win Wolves because one, they just signed a new coach in Gary O'Neill, and two, there's a huge morale to impress the new coach. Secondly, they're defensive, and we rarely do well against such teams. It's a good point. I would argue that it might not matter too much in the grand scheme of things, the new coach bounce, because it wasn't that Lopetegui's had matches that he had lost. It wasn't that it's mid-season. And he didn't fall out with the players. He fell out with the board. That was the issue there over transfers. Terry, good to see you as well. Chat Sport, good Good evening to you as well. Pavard is a quality player and a utility player. That's what I like about him. That he offers that. And a player that Erik Ten Hag used extensively at Ajax was Daley Blind. Daley Blind played many positions. He can play six, he can play centre back, he can play left back. Daley Blind was a key player in that Ajax team, and I see a lot of similarities with him and Pavard, so that's why I would like to see him. Spectre says, get Eze in, Kane is gone. Yeah, Harry Kane's gone, he is going to Bayern Munich. I mean, he's going to go win trophies. I mean, that's why he's going. Absolutely. I like Eze, I like Elise. Do they come in and start for United? I don't know. I feel like we're quite well stacked in that sort of creative midfield, the wide areas. I feel like there's more pressing issues, but if we sign Eze or Elisa, I'm not going to complain. I'm really not. Drop a like on the video, guys. We're up to 20 likes. Big ups to you guys as well for that one. Big T says, Adama Traore is still available on free. I would take him and task him with driving runs and getting the ball to Højlund. Yeah, I mean, look, this is what I'll say about Adama Traore. Really, really top level player. Does he have a lot of end product? No, he doesn't. But is he unstoppable when he gets going? Yes, absolutely. And he is so good. If Adama Traore could genuinely produce 1 out of 10 opportunities, he would be one of the best players in the world. He really, really would. Ashid says, no new manager bounds from the new Wolves manager. I hope I'm wrong. I hope so too. I really hope that is the scenario. I don't think it's going to be a big issue because they haven't really played a match yet. That's where my hope is coming from. Stephanie says, Tony in January. Oh, I would love Ivan Tony in January. Thing is, I wouldn't put it past Spurs to go in for Tony in January, knowing they're going to need a striker. And I don't think he's going to do the job. I don't think Richarlison's doing the job. I really don't. Terry, I'm good, man. I hope you're well as well. Spectre saying Traore on a loan. It wouldn't be on a loan because he's a free agent, so it could literally be a free signing. So I'm surprised nobody's picked him up. I don't know what's happening there. So I guess we'll find out. Maybe it is a smart move. Maybe it's something different United can do. 64 votes on the poll as well, guys. So 92% going for Manchester United win versus Wolves. I'm liking that one. I am really loving the confidence. Let's hope you guys are right. And we have an update coming in from Fabrizio Romano on Harry Maguire. So Maguire's deal to join West Ham on loan is not done yet. Manchester United want to start talks and pick their favourite replacement before letting the player go. So that's good. That's very good for Manchester United. I'm liking that we are covering ourselves. I'm liking that we are being proactive and that we're going to go out and pick out a new centre back before we sell Maguire. We're going to know who we're going for. We're going to let Maguire go. We're going to get a new centre back. That makes United a better team, guys. Really does. Let me see. Stephanie says Traore would cost a fortune and body lotion. We can't afford him. Wolves don't have a striker, says Big T. Yeah, I do they still have Diego Costa? Is that it? I don't even know if Hwang is a player still at Wolves. I don't know if he was on loan. United in for Tony would love some scandalous players. Look, a bit of bite, a bit of aggression, a bit of controversy. I mean, it's Manchester United. Jason says, let the games begin. Yes, guys, it has been a long, long time since we've had Premier League football. It's been 2 months, but this is the longest it's been. I'm looking forward to tonight's match. I'll probably watch some of the City match. I imagine they're going to win, but Premier League's Premier League, guys. Big T says we have to get Traore fans saying oil me up all summer. Jimenez left Wolves, says Phil. Yes, you're right there as well, man. And Amrabat wants United. No way for Liverpool, but things happening like Caicedo. I don't know what's going to happen with Caicedo. I mean, it's probably going to go to Chelsea. Probably going to Chelsea, guys, for the money, and Brighton's just going to take whoever pays the most money. That's what they're going to do. So Caicedo's mind is made up to go to Chelsea. I think that's where he's going to go. I really do. Let me see. I'm so fresh. West Ham, welcome to hell. Stephanie says, is it true we paid 6 million to Maguire as a payoff? I did see that report. I think it came out from the Sun. I haven't really seen too many other sources really say that. I would hold on it. Look, it's not that I'm saying the Sun are wrong, but I mean, I like to see somebody else at least say it when the Sun said as well. Spectre says, just pick Tobito. He is young and can learn from Rafa. Only £40 million max. I like Tobito, I really do. If we get Pavard, for instance, it lets us go for a big centre-back next year in Ousmane Diamond or Antonio Silva. Maybe that's what we're going to do. Gani says, I don't get why we're waiting for a replacement. Clearly Maguire is not good enough. I would take Johnny Evans all day. Look, I would take Johnny Evans on a free deal. I mean, that's just inoffensive. He's going to come in, be professional, be a leader, be experienced, and play when needed. I'm very happy to have Johnny Evans in that team. Terry says, what score are we going against Wolves? That's a good question, man. I always feel like the first match is so hard to predict. I really, really do. I would say maybe I'll go 2-0. That's what I'm going to go for. I'm going to go for 2-0. Big T says, will Caicedo play in the Liverpool-Chelsea game? I want to know so I can get the popcorn ready. Probably not, man, but I mean, it'd be interesting. If he did, that would be very, very interesting. But I think the biggest frustration, guys, with this whole Caicedo thing, and I will say it now, and I've said it a couple of times in different streams and whatnot, Manchester United could have had this guy for £4 million, but we didn't do it. And now he's going for over 100 million. It's another sign that United need to be doing better. We really, really do, guys. Let me see. Crazy transfer market still open. And we will play. And we want 3 more signings. Ten Hag knows what we need. Absolutely. Stephanie says 26 likes. We're up to 27 as well now. Big ups, guys. Can we get to 30 likes? Would be very much appreciated. Spectre's going for a 2-1 win. And Dens is saying as well, Pavard increases the chance in the Champions League, and our right backs need a challenge too. Yeah, I agree. I think Pavard comes in, he's going to be our best right back. He's going to be centre back cover. That's just a smart deal, in my opinion. I think I would like to sell one of Dillo or Wan-Bissaka. Probably going to sell Dillo out of those two, and then that's what we do. That could be the options, and we can play Pavard at centre back. We can put Rafa Varane on the bench, rest him, and we can play Wan-Bissaka. So it's a smart way for United to go for it. Get those predictions in, as Spectre said. Stephanie says, do you think there's a possibility Lindelof will move on if we get Pavard or Tobato? I don't think so. I think Victor Lindelof will be a Manchester United player next season. I think there might have been potential for him to go at the start of the window. I don't think he's going to go at this stage. He seems happy with his role, and I'm not going to complain. I really like him as well. I think he's a good player. Phil's going for a 5-0 massacre for United. Loving that one. Big T says, if Martinez is our Vidic, he needs a Ferdinand. Yeah, it's true. I mean, I know there's comparisons to Varane and Ferdinand. I know Varane modelled his game off Ferdinand, but he isn't quite a real Ferdinand on the ball. Not that he's bad, but he isn't quite the same player, in my opinion. Definitely a very good centre-back partnership. We bring in Lindelof, we don't lose a lot of quality. We bring in Pavard, potentially, we don't lose any quality. We bring in Tobato, we don't lose any quality. So a lot of good things for United to go for there. As she goes, get Pavard in now, and then here we go. Absolutely, I would love to see United make a quick move over the weekend. We know he wants to leave Bayern Munich. We know Bayern Munich are making a big signing. Maybe they're going to want to balance the books, and selling Pavard might just help them across the line. Pete is down there going for a 2-0 win to United. Loving that one. That's my prediction as well. In terms of the poll, guys, 90 votes and 92% going for the win. We're feeling very positive on this one. I feel like over the next couple of matches, we might be slightly less confident going up against Arsenal and Spurs away, but Manchester United can win those matches. We should be winning those matches. Let's see how we're going to do as we go throughout this season. Really excited for it, guys. So let me just quickly check the agenda. According to sources, West Ham will look to complete the signing of Harry Maguire over the weekend. I think we know this already. David Moyes said today as well, we've had a bid accepted from Manchester United for Harry Maguire, but he is not a West Ham player yet. I'm not in a position to talk to you about him just yet. So Moyes is feeling confident. He really is. Big T says Lindelof is more Iceman than Kimmy. Yeah, I like him, man. I do like Victor Lindelof, but he's a good backup option. He is. He really, really is. That's why I would see him in this squad. Let me check as well. So, an interesting one, and one I would want to go through is Mason Greenwood. So, an update coming in from the BBC and from Jimmy Jackson. So, first and foremost, the Jimmy Jackson update. Manchester United executives regard the correct decision on Mason Greenwood as being more important than an arbitrary deadline set before the Wolves match. That might be delayed. BBC have also said, and added to this, Manchester United have delayed confirming Greenwood's future at the club as they wish to consult with all key stakeholders, including members of the first team squad, the women's squad, major shareholders, major sponsors, the board, and Eric Ten Hag. So it looks like we're delaying the decision again, guys. It does. Who else? We've got Stephanie's down there. Great to see the players wanting to come in, probably because Ten Hag as well as United. Yeah, look, we've got a good manager. We are Manchester United. We will always attract players. We'll always attract the big names. But now it looks like we're going somewhere else. It does look like we are becoming a more competitive team, a team who could go on to challenge for trophies. So that's why players want to come. That's why they want to be part of the project. Let's see. Terry says, do you think if we get a striker as well as a midfielder and a defender? I think midfield and defender is probably the most likely. I would love us to get a striker. But something's telling me that United are running a sell to buy operation at the moment, and we would have to sell Anthony Martial. If we can sell Martial, I would love that. I really would, but I just don't think it can happen. Spectre says, with United asking the women's team about bringing back Mason Greenwood, that's abysmal. They're just asking everyone in the club. It's one of those things. But yeah, I mean, look, the women's team have every bit as much of a right to say as well their opinion if they're being asked for it. It's the same for the men's team. It'll be the same for the youth teams if they're asked. It could be the same for Eric Ten Hag. You know, United players, United player. They'll get their right to speak on that one, in my opinion. Luman's done there. Good to see you. Thanks for joining in, man. 98 votes as well on the poll. 93% going for the United win. 3% for the draw. 4% going for the loss, guys. And Terry said Liverpool can't say the same. No, Liverpool have had a lot of targets in this window. They haven't really got them. Hasn't really worked out as Jurgen Klopp would have liked. Let me see an update coming in from Sky Sports as well, guys. This one's not going to go down well with a lot of people. Scott McTominay is set to stay at Manchester United this summer. I mean, come on. Come on. Like, we should be selling McTominay. This is the time to sell him. He's 26 now. He's going into his very best years. This is when you sell the guy and you make the most amount of money. I don't know why we're not selling him. I really don't. The price we were looking is kind of ridiculous. It really, really is. Let me see who we got down here. Phil is saying, to be honest, a win of Spurs now Kane is gone, and it's not a Brighton and Brentford because of the first 2 games of last season. Players have been sold and bringing in confidence. Yeah, look, United are a better team. I'm feeling confident. Let me see. Midden is asking who's the best signing of the summer except Mount. I would say best signing of the summer is probably going to be Andre Onana. I think it's going to change us the most. I would love to say Højlund, but I mean, until we get to see Rasmus Højlund play for Manchester United, it's I can't really judge it. Big T says, I think Richarlison has a season of his life for Spurs. He might do, but I doubt it. Chris is saying, nuts that after all this, they haven't even consulted all of those United at its worst. Look, United are dragging the feet on this, guys. We really are holding out for a very long time. It's annoying. It really is. Ashid says it's a negotiation tactic. Luman says never getting rid of McFred. We've got rid of Fred. We just need to get rid of the Mac. The Mac is next to go, guys. I've every confidence United will eventually get rid of McTominay and Fred. It's just taking longer than we want. But step one, son. We've got one out the door. Let's get the other one out. If not this season, next season. I hope that Ashid is right and it is just a negotiation tactic. Let me see. Stephanie's looking Victor Lindelof as the penalty taker. I don't know who's going to take it. I don't know what's making me do this. Apologies, guys, if it does look like I'm doing something weird here. It's literally my YouTube is asking me to verify that it's me when I'm on live, which doesn't make a lot of sense. I mean, who else is it going to be? Kitty said, could be possible Ten Hag will move Scott to the preferred advanced position as cover for Van de Beek. I mean, maybe. He's better going forward. He is better going forward. I'm not going to dispute that whatsoever with you guys. I really think McTominay is better going forward. I'm just going to try to ignore that and see if it's just going to let me carry on here. Who else have we got down in the comments? Chris is saying McTominay will struggle to make the bench if we sign Amrabat. He will. I think McTominay's best move is to leave. I really do, but I think United's hell-bent on keeping him. I think he's staying. Luman says, not sure, but my heart is heavy with Kane going to Bayern. Yeah, it's one of those things, Luman. It felt like he was destined to be a Man United player. It felt like that's the way it was going, but we didn't get it. It's one of those disappointing ones. I mean, he would have made a massive difference to this team. He really, really would have, guys. Hey, also, we got down in the comments. These comments are flying off. You guys are incredible, by the way. So big ups. Spectre says, any idea when Højlund will be fit? Ten Hag is pure Morse code. Yeah, look, I don't mind that. A guy hard to read is a guy who knows what he's doing. He seems confident enough that it's a short-term injury. He kind of made a distinction between the injuries to Amad Diallo, to Kobe Minu, to Tyrell Malacia, said they would be out for some weeks. And he said that the Henderson injury, the Heaton injury, and I believe the Højlund injury, it's all short-term injuries. So they should be back soon. Laurie Whitwell Athletic said should be back 3rd of September for the Arsenal match. So that's missing three matches. That's probably when he's going to be back fit to start. He might be able to be on the bench against Nottingham Forest or Tottenham maybe, but I wouldn't hold the breath on that one. Let me see. Who have we got down here? Definitely. I'm not a robot. No, I'm not a robot. I am sitting here in front of my camera talking to you guys. Big T said I have to click the tiles containing the bicycles. Yeah, I mean, look, it's looking to put a pin in. I don't even know what pin it is. I don't really want to start typing too much. I don't know, man. What YouTube's just annoying sometimes. I'm gonna try to ignore it. Stephanie says, Liman, will you watch Burnley versus City after the stream? I might do. I'll have a check. I was meant to go to the gym tonight, so I might go there. I'll check what the score is. If City are like 3 goals up, I mean, I'm not gonna sit and watch it, but yeah. Oh, hold on. Maybe YouTube actually believes I'm not a robot, guys. This is good. This is good. Who else have we got down here? Chris says Højlund estimate is a few weeks. Yeah, I mean, I'm not too bothered about it. He's back in training. He's back on the pitch. So that's a positive sign. It really is. 108 votes as well, guys. 94% are going for the United win. Loving that. Loving the confidence. That's what you want to see. We want to see confident United fans. Let's hope we're not overconfident, but we should be beating Wolves. We really, really should, guys. And if we can't beat Wolves, I don't know, guys. It might be a long season. It really might be. Let me just check one last thing here, guys. I'm just scared of it locking me out of my YouTube whenever I'm midstream. That's like my concern. Let me see. I don't know. I don't know. I think I can ignore it. I think it'll let me work away with it without doing it. Yes, guys, big ups, 35 likes. Can we get up to 40 likes as well now? Would be much appreciated. Le Mans says Haaland. Oh, he hasn't scored, has he? I mean, I know the match kicked off 5 minutes ago. If you guys want to give me a score breakdown in the comments as well, would be much appreciated for that one. I'm going to go through the rest of the notes really quickly here because there was still some stuff we want to go through. Fabrizio Romano, Manchester United will now focus on sending Donny van de Beek to Real Sociedad, and then we'll hold talks to sign Sofian Amrabat. As well, Gazzetta dello Sport are saying United are going to push ahead with the Amrabat talks now. So clearly we had to move on Fred. Clearly we had to move on Van de Beek. We're getting those deals done. We're shaping the squad, getting rid of the dead wood. Big T says, if you don't beat Wolves, I'm finding a new sport. Loving that one. Goal for Haaland. I mean, that's not too bad. He's in my fantasy team as my captain, so I'll take that one. I feel like everyone's probably got Haaland fantasy as well. If you guys do want to join the fantasy league for the channel, it is the most recent community post. I put the link in there as well. So that's all right. Coming in from Simon Jones of the Mail. Now, this is second goalkeeper related. Manchester United are still searching for the backup goalkeeper. Altay Bayonder is a prime target from, I believe he's playing for Galatasaray or Fenerbahçe. I'm not 100% sure, but I mean, I would like us to get a second goalkeeper, and the reason why I want a second goalkeeper is I want to get Dean Henderson sold. I don't want that influence in the dressing room. I don't want disruptive Dean in there. Stephanie says, watch along Monday. Channel is going for 3 out of 3 wins. Don't ask me for in-game predictions. Yeah, look, let's go for it. Absolutely, there will be a watch along Monday, so we're gonna go for 3 out of 3. Let's see. Maybe every time we do a watch along, we'll win. If so, I'll just watch every match. Is that fair? I think that's a fair way to do it. It's not about. Midden is saying it's not about back to training, about fit. He's back in training now, so he's working on the fitness, so he should be okay. He should be fine. I'm really not too concerned. Yeah, nothing to worry about, guys, with Hoyland. Look, it's annoying he's going to miss the first match or two, but it is what it is. Rajat's going for City today. Big D says Haaland leading goal scorer. Yeah, he's probably not going to come off that as well. So that's probably him top for the entire season. He is just a robot. What I mean, just what a signing. Rajat is down there as well. Jason says Fenerbahçe. Thank you. I wasn't sure if it was Fenerbahçe or Galatasaray. Both we've been in with both clubs. For Fred, we've been in for both clubs with a goalkeeper, so it's kind of hard to keep track sometimes. So thanks very much for that, Jason. Much appreciated, man. 115 votes on the poll as well. 93% going for the United win. Have to love that confidence, guys. Let's get this win. I'm looking forward to doing the preview tomorrow. Haven't done it for a long time. Gonna get a preview done tomorrow. We'll do a live preview as well. I'll get some of your guys' thoughts. Katie is down there. Couldn't find the FPL code in the description. Oh, it's in the community posts. I'll put it in the chat or something, guys, if you want. Rajat says don't care about McTominay. Says don't mind him. I don't mind him. I think we should be selling him, yeah. But I mean, if he stays, is it the end of the world? Is it all over? I mean, I don't think so. I don't think it's that bad an issue. I mean, I would prefer him to go. I would prefer United to sell him, but if we can't sell him, it is what it is, guys. I'm so fresh says didn't want to back City, so I just went over 4.5 goals and 15 corners at 27-1. Loving that one. Rajat says who's talking about Amrabat deal? Amrabat deal is being talked about by Fabrizio Romano and by Gazzetta dello Sport in Italy. So Fabrizio says United are about to send Fred to Fenerbahçe. We're about to send Van de Beek to Real Sociedad, and then we focus on Stefan Amrabat. Gazzetta are going with the same story. Now that Fred has gone, United will go into direct talks for Stefan Amrabat. So the talks are starting on Amrabat. Talks are underway with Bayern Munich as well for Pavard. We're looking at Tobato. United's shaping up for a midfielder and a defender before the end of the window, and I think that's good, guys. I wanted more than 3 signings. We're getting more than 3 signings, so I'm happy with that. I really am. Let me see. We must pay for West Ham Maguire because of West Ham help. The helpless amounts Danny Maguire. Yeah, look, if they want to take McTominay and take Martial, I would be very, very appreciative of that. Haaland off the mark after 4 minutes. It didn't take him long. Nah, it didn't. It really didn't, Joel. It's one of those things like it's just Erling Haaland. He's just going to score goals. That's what United need to combat. That's what we need to go up against this season. Any more thoughts, guys? Make sure to get them into the comments. I will try to get the fantasy league up for anyone who wants it. It is on community post, but yeah, I'll maybe do it on my phone because I think my laptop's a little bit slow. Hold up 1 second, guys, as well. 25 to 30 million is good money spent. Absolutely. I'm glad United's getting 4 players. I really am, guys. We need more. We still need a long-term project. I still think there has to be a long-term investment, but I'm not complaining. Like, I'm really, really not. Stephanie says we need average 2 goals per game. 76 goals gives us top 4 comfortably. We do. We need to move on, and we need to get those goals in. Absolutely, Stephanie. I agree with you totally. If we can do that, I would feel very, very happy because 2 goals a game. I think last season we averaged around 1.5, maybe slightly less, which, I mean, it's annoying, but and we should have done better, but it still got us there. We got there on the top 4 form, on the defensive form. That's why we managed to finish so high up. Let me just get this in for anyone who wants it, anyone who plays a little bit of fantasy. If you guys think you can beat me, feel free. I'll fire it in there. There we go, guys. So that's into the chat. So Stephanie, Spectre saying UC, not 100% sure on that one. So that should bring you to the fantasy as well for anyone who does want it. As well. So I wanted to check as well for some of the latest stuff. What are we up to? We're up to 42 likes as well, guys. Big ups. Thanks so much for the likes on the video. If you haven't liked the video, drop a like. Only takes a second. Really, really helps the stream out. And it makes Stephanie really happy as well. Stephanie loves watching the likes go up. So do it for Stephanie, if not for me. Absolutely, guys. Haaland is just not normal. He's crazy good. Yeah, look, it's Erling Haaland. Like, the guy just scores goals. He literally just scores goals, and that's all you need. Spectre says Champions League might hamper top two hopes. It might do, but the teams we're going up against, they're also going to be in Champions League as well. So, if we want to be the best, we got to beat the best. And that's what we're going to have to do, guys. Terry says away form let us down last season. It really did. That was the issue. That was the issue. Big T says we're going to concede more. I hope 2 goals a game is enough. It should be. It should be. I don't think we're going to score. I don't think we're conceding 2 goals a game. Not in this league. It's not going to average out, because if United concede like 2 goals a game, that's like 60, 76 goals. I mean, we're not going to concede that many goals. I just don't see it happening. Will we concede more? I don't know. Maybe we will. Maybe we won't. But we're going to score a lot more. We're going to score more goals, and that's going to be the main thing, guys. So drop a like in the video if you haven't already. Can't see too much on my end in terms of other stuff coming in. My laptop's ridiculously slow as well. I need to just throw this out the window and get a new one or something. Rizat says wearing that kit. Wearing that kit, or what team is that? Oh, that I'm wearing? This is one I got like in a mystery box a while back. This is Teru in Thailand. This is a kit from Thailand. It's a pretty unique one. I don't know anybody else who's got a kit from the Thailand Super League. There you have it, guys. They promised me unique. They give me one. Big T says less clean sheets. Oh yeah, there might be less clean sheets. I think it's gonna be because we're playing a more attacking style of football higher up the pitch. But I mean, it works for City. It works for Liverpool playing that style of football. I think it'll work for us just fine. Stephanie says, how many clean sheets for Onana? It's hard to predict. I think United should be aiming for 15 clean sheets. I think that's realistic. I think 15 across the league season. Most of those probably coming against the bottom half teams. Hopefully we go like, if we have the 10 teams in the bottom half and we go take them to Old Trafford and we keep 10 clean sheets, that's 10 already. Like we should be able to do that. Rajat says Kane is a great deal. Yeah, look, that's a good deal for Bayern. It's going to give them the goals they need. They will probably be up there for Champions League this season. It's a good deal for Harry Kane. He's guaranteed trophies. The Bundesliga without Weghorst up front, they will easily walk it with Harry Kane. They really will. If Harry Kane goes and they do not win the league, then I think we seriously have to ask questions about Harry Kane. Shango is down there watching the City game right now, and Ederson is playing the same way. Yeah, look, it's just the way the goalkeeper's not play. Guys, am I lagging a bit? Let me know if I just got a glimpse of myself kind of lagging a wee bit there. If I am, let me know. I might need a refresh or something. Rajat says he won't skip more than De Gea. I don't know. I mean, we played very defensive football last year. That's why we kept as much clean sheets, because we had one of the lowest backlines in the entire league. For us to play the way we want to play under Eric Ten Hag, we're going to have to be playing higher up the pitch. We're going to have to take that risk. Stephanie's down there, Harry the Jinx. I don't know. Maybe he is a jinx. Look, if Dortmund suddenly win the Bundesliga this year, the jokes will write themselves. They really will. Rajat says, how much is City going to drop off? It's a good point. Look, there might be a drop off from City. Losing Gundogan's going to be a big one. He really did always perform for them in the key part of the season. He really did. Mahrez, yeah, he'll be a loss as well. I mean, there's really good players at City still. They have so much quality in that team. I still think City's going to be a major force. I really do. And I would make them strong favourites. Big T says, I don't bet Onana concedes a goal from a player within his own half this season. I wouldn't be surprised if it's from his own box. I don't know, man. I don't think it's going down. Big up some 44 likes as well, guys. Can we push to 50 now? Rajat says, give Maguire with the deal. If Bayern Munich want to take Harry Maguire, they can take him, absolutely. Absolutely, guys. Yeah, I don't know what's even happening to my laptop. It's so slow. It's like showing me stuff from 20 minutes ago in the chat. So I'm going to try to read it from here instead. Spectre says United can I think maybe it's just cut off there. Stephanie says City need an injury crisis. They do. Oh, Spectre says City drop off 6 points. They might drop off some points. That's a possibility. United need to be there to pounce if it happens. We need to be up there. Look, I don't think we're going to win the league, but I think we can certainly be closer to the top. A lot closer than we were last year. If we make up 10 points this year, that's only 3 wins. and a draw. That's not too much. That could be the equivalent of last season winning the Brighton match, beating Brentford, and getting a draw, or not dropping points when we were 2-0 up at halftime against Tottenham Hotspur. That is the difference. That's achievable. Those are fine margins. That puts you a lot closer to being in league title contention. So I would like to see United go for 85 points this season. I think that could be a big improvement. That could put us into the realms of challenging for Premier League titles. Definitely gets us top 4 easily. And then the season after, we have to try go up some more points. I think points are a more easy way to categorize it than looking at actual positions. Rajat would like to see Tapsoba. I like Tapsoba. I like Tobato, I like Pavard. I can't complain about any of them. I think I've made my mind very clear. I like Benjamin Pavard. He's the guy I would like to bring in for many reasons, but the main one is can play right back, can play centre back. 2 positions were weak. That's 2 issues solved with 1 player. Kitty says people need to simply look at Onana's last 2 seasons and get an idea of what we'll concede. It's not going to be anything too far from City or the Scouse. Like, loving the confidence. Look, he had the most clean sheets in the Champions League last year. The guy is a good goalkeeper. He really is. Shango saying, if Amrabat comes in, United's challenging for the title. Love that one. Rajat says, Onana may concede lots of crazy goals, but don't worry, let's be patient. It might be more crazy goals and less goals overall, as opposed to just more normal goals. Maybe that's, I don't know. It's hard to go for. Irfan's down there, the news about the transfers. I will do a roundup for anyone who did miss, because I consider there's a lot of people in here. So first and foremost, we're going to have a look at Benjamin Pavard. So coming in, Christian Falk from Build, and we also have Pletigo saying Manchester United have entered talks with Bayern Munich to sign Benjamin Pavard. He is the ideal target. On the other hand, we have Fabrizio Romano saying, yes, United want Pavard. He would love to join Manchester United. But United are also very interested in Jean-Claire Todibo, who we do have a scout at the Nice match tonight to watch him in person. So we're getting one of those 2 centre-backs. Maguire is expected to go. David Moyes confirmed at a press conference today, first and foremost, guys, that they had a bid accepted for Harry Maguire. That's not something managers normally do unless they're confident. There's still bits to be done. We still need to work on the wages. We still need to agree the overall structure. I hope we're not paying the guy off. I really hope we're not, because that's just United being crap again. In terms of other stuff, we have Fred will be a Fenerbahçe player tomorrow. Amrabat is expected to be approached very soon by Manchester United. That will come from Fabrizio and from Gazzetta dello Sport in Italy. So they think because Fred is gone, United's going to start talking to Fiorentina. Talks will really speed up once Van de Beek goes to Real Sociedad. Maybe it's going to take 7 days. But I think in 7 days, we can sell Fred, we can sell Van de Beek, we can sell Maguire, we can bring in Amrabat, we can bring in one of Tobato or Pavard, and have them for going against Nottingham Forest and going against Arsenal. I think that has been United's plan. Spectre says, I pray Ten Hag puts a board up of the 7-0 scoreline at Carrington at the Old Trafford dressing room just for inspiration. Yeah, look, I would be all for that. If that's a sign, if he wants to put it up and say this is as low as it gets, it does not get this bad ever again. Absolutely. Whatever it takes to motivate these guys, absolutely, guys. Spectre Dunlop going, CT80 is saying, do you think we'll get another striker if Martial and Sancho are sold? Possibly Kolo Muani. I wouldn't mind another striker, guys. I would love another striker. Really would. Absolutely love to see a striker brought in. I don't think we're going to get one. It's unfortunate. I would love if that was the case. Maybe we go for a Taremi. Maybe we go for somebody late in the window. That could be ideal. I think... I feel like we need to sell more players if we're going to bring a striker in, though. I think that's the issue here. And outside of Maguire, outside of Van de Beek and Fred, I don't know who else we're going to sell. Henderson doesn't seem to be advanced to anybody. We don't seem to have anything on Brandon Williams. We don't seem to be selling Scott McTominay anymore. So where I think 2 more players, defender, midfielder, will be the budget. I think that's all we're going to get, guys. Ronnie is saying, so nice to see players turning their back on Liverpool. It always is. It's always sweet. Did anybody see it? Did anybody see the Klopp interview where he said, yes, guys, we did a British record bid, agreed with Brighton earlier, and now it's just been gazump. Chelsea on that one. Joe is saying Tobato, fantastic player. Pavard is also a great acquisition. See, I think Tobato's got the higher ceiling. I feel like Pavard's maybe a better player right now, but my thing with Pavard is he covers two areas we need strengthening in, and it's one player. He does right back, he does centre back. That's two birds with the one stone. That's what United need, in my opinion. Stephanie says up to 46 likes. Yes, guys, we're up to 46 likes. Can we get to 50? Would be much appreciated. Let's see. Spectre says, not a freak result. Players lost their head. They need to be responsible. 11 individuals. Unacceptable. Yeah, look, it was unacceptable at the time. I look, last season I always did live reactions after the match. I'll be doing watch-alongs as well, so you guys will get to see me get annoyed throughout the season. We will, of course, do recaps at the end of those matches, but that was the one match last season that I couldn't do a live reaction to. I was too annoyed. I know he would have went on and said something stupid or come out and just said something emotional in the moment. So I went away. I just enjoyed the rest of my day, and I came back, did a video the next day. It was unacceptable, absolutely. Stephanie's saying, Bellingham, Amrabat, and Caicedo spurred Klopp's flop, Slavia as well, possibly. Yeah, look, watching Liverpool fill in the market, it's never gonna be a bad thing for United fan. Never will be. Liverpool filling, it makes us happy. It really does. Rizad says Amrabat denies Liverpool. Yeah, he did. Spectre said Fred is gone. Rasmus will get number 17, or Martial will give him the 9. I think it's going to be 17. I think Fabrizio said 17. I think that makes all the sense in the world. I mean, Fred's going. Martial, I mean, I don't think it really matters too much what he wears. He's not going to be in the number 9. He's not going to play too many matches this season. Even if Martial was in the form of his life, he probably wouldn't play a lot because he's going to be injured. Let me see as well. 139 votes on the poll. 93% going for a United win tomorrow. Loving that one. Absolutely loving that. 4% going for the draw and 4% going for the loss. And Irfan says, in the 3 centre-backs more fit to play in 1 year. Yeah, look, we do need more than 3 centre-backs. But I think we get Johnny Evans on a free. I think there's a backup one. We've Luke Shaw can play there. Pavard does centre-back, right-back. You know, that's double coverage there. That's probably the smartest stuff we can do. Bring in some versatile players who are very, very good at this moment in time. Definitely freak result. Yeah, look, it was. Yeah, look, I'm agreeing with both you guys. You know, it was an unacceptable result. It was a freak result as well. It was like Liverpool basically scored from every shot on target. So, you know, that comes down to individual mistakes. That probably comes down to some bad goalkeeping as well on the day. You know, there was different things there. Vitalis is saying, please, they should do Amrabat and Tobato deals quickly. The season has started, and every game matters. The Wolves game squad depth is the only gap between United and City now. I like the confidence there. I still think United are missing a little bit of quality, but the gap's not as big. The squad depth is very true. I think we're okay in the first couple of weeks. I think playing a match per week for the next, 4 weeks, I think United will be fine squad depth-wise. No Carabao Cup, no Champions League yet. But yes, get those players in as soon as possible. Get them working with their teammates. Get them used to being around each other. Get them integrated into the team. It's only going to make us better, guys. Rajat says, give Pavard and Tobato. Problem is fixed. I mean, look, that's what an ambitious club would do. That's what I'd love to see us do. Ronnie is down there. Nice to see Klopp's face when he knows yet another player doesn't want to play for them. It's a good point. I mean, look, it's the thing with Liverpool, I guess. I'm always going to be happy whenever they do feel in the market. Never, ever going to complain about Liverpool losing out on a player or losing a match. That's always going to make me smile a little bit. Katie is saying as well, we can all revel in the joy of Liverpool celebrating getting Caicedo only to be rejected and humiliated. Yeah, look, it was a funny one last night. I was going to bed thinking, yeah, Caicedo, is he going? Like, what's happening? And then all of a sudden, Liverpool bid. Woke up this morning. It's not happening anymore. So it's a funny one, guys. It is. Really can't remember too many other times that's happened. I'm gonna have a quick check as well here, just see if there's anything new coming out for Manchester United, because the laptop's just not working. Gonna check my phone. Let me see. Exclusive from Fabrizio Romano. Fred is a new Fenerbahçe player, signed and confirmed. That's Fred gone, guys. I mean, I have a lot of thoughts about Fred, but it is mostly positive. I mean, never worth £15 million, but I'm sad to see him go. For anybody worried as well, anyone watching City, Kevin De Bruyne has come off injured, guys. Mateo Kovacic is on for him. So De Bruyne injured, that's not a good start for Pep's team. It really isn't. Irfan says no City is good enough. 3 would be class like Victor Osimhen, Kudus, and Pavard. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think we get any of those players. We're not getting Osimhen. I think we get Pavard. I don't think we get Kudus. I think he's going to go to Brighton. It's just working that stuff out. But that is Kevin De Bruyne with a hamstring injury. That's not good for him. Burnley seem to be playing quite well in that one. Anything else? I think De Bruyne, I see a lot of people here on Twitter, and I do apologize for looking at my phone, but I would normally pull it up on my laptop. It's just not working. But De Bruyne injured, it seems to be his hamstring. It looks long term. It's not good. I mean, De Bruyne played through injury throughout the end of last season. I feel like he's paying the price for it. I feel like he's paying the price for playing with an injured hamstring all of last season. So, I mean, I'm not complaining. Maybe that's us back in a title race, guys. Jason says, if Keane joins Bayern, which might be the case, who would you like to see us make a move for? I would like to see us go in for Tebito or Pavard, go in for Amrabat. If we have the budget for a striker, Mehdi Taremi, I think we can do all those deals for 25 for Pavard, maybe 25 for Amrabat, 50, then like 20 for... I think we can do all that for 70 million. And that could take our summer spend to about, what, like... I don't even know, guys, like 220 million. I mean, that would be a massive summer if we can do it. Rosat looking at watch along. I would love to do a watch along. The only issue is my laptop can't load Twitter at the minute, so I feel like it's locked onto YouTube at the moment. So I feel like if I come off and come back on, it's just not going to work. Ronnie says, do you think we might go for Osimhen in January? I don't think so. I don't think it's going to happen, guys. We are up to 48 likes as well, guys. Can we get 2 more? Can we get to 50 likes? Would be very, very much appreciated. It only takes a second as well, guys. Jarla's saying I had him in my fantasy team. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I had him in the fantasy, thankfully. But it is what it is. Rashad says no if King goes 100% done deal. Yeah, it's a done deal, guys. Tell you what, guys, anybody who is playing fantasy, I'm going to put the fantasy link back into the chat. Anybody who wants it can have it there. It is almost also the immediate and the very first link on the community post. Let me just quickly load this. I'll put it in just in case anybody wants to join the fantasy league. It's completely for free. It's literally just a Premier League app. If you guys think you know more about football than me, go for it. Absolutely. I mean, I get religious about fantasy. I play it so much for like the first 2 weeks, and then I never look at it again. So you guys probably can beat me. No problem on that one. Irfan wants news about Harry Maguire. The news on big Harry Maguire himself is feed done with West Ham. Fabrizio expects a here we go very soon. Moyes has said they have agreed to feel. The issue is it's just coming down to the wages. It's just working out the personal terms, but it should be done soon. United want a replacement. It's going to be Pavard or it's going to be Tebito. That's the way we're going, guys. Anthony saying Tebito plus Pavard plus Amrabat and Gravenberg, Moani or Marcus Leonardo. Look, those are all options. Those are options. 3 of those players would be really good. 1 of each. Stephanie, yeah, big ups to yourself. Thank you so much. Shows wouldn't be as good without you guys. Seriously, wouldn't. So guys, with that in mind, I'm going to drop off here. I'm going to go and head to the gym for the night because I'm trying not to be fat. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Tell you what, tomorrow we're going to be slightly earlier. I think we're going to go for like 5:30 start time just because it's a Saturday. You guys want to go out, have a few beers, do whatever you guys do on a Saturday night, probably watch some football as well. So that's what we're going to go for 5:30 tomorrow, guys. I will see you all then. Thank you very much for that one. Do expect to see a preview for the Wolves match drop maybe I doubt it goes up tomorrow, probably goes up Sunday, so that'll be out Sunday. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Big ups to yourselves and have a really good Friday night. Have a good Saturday as well, whatever you guys are doing. Let me just see, is this even gonna work? Yeah, I think it is. All right, guys, big ups. Thank you so much.